Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the core principles of Alpha Mindset by John Winters. And look, this is not just another motivational speech. We're actually breaking this book down into a real, actionable blueprint. So if you're ready to start building a winner's mindset, let's get into it.
So let me ask you something. What if that nagging voice of self-doubt, what if it never went away? What if every big decision you made was basically controlled by fear? Seriously, think about it. If you felt like you were always being underestimated, could you ever really grab the controls of your own life? These are the exact chains this mindset is designed to shatter.
You see, the Alpha Mindset, as the book lays it out, is a system. It's built for three specific things: to absolutely destroy fear, to build confidence that can't be shaken, and to command respect in your life, both personally and professionally. So if you're looking to level up, you're going to want to pay close attention, because this framework isn't just something to learn, it's something to do.
All right, so here's our roadmap. We're going to walk through 5 key stages. We'll kick things off at the foundation, which is self-confidence. Then we'll get into ambition, learn how to turn fear into a weapon, master your relationships, and finally, we'll hit the most important part of all: taking action.
First up, self-confidence. Let's just get one thing straight right now. The biggest myth out there is that you're either born with confidence or you're not. According to this book, that is completely wrong. Confidence is a skill. It's something you build, not something you're given. And it's built through deliberate, daily practice. And you know, this is where we have to draw a really clear line in the sand. Arrogance is loud, right? It's a big show, a performance designed to hide deep insecurity. But true confidence, the book calls it silently deadly. It's that quiet strength that doesn't need to shout. It's the kind of confidence that's earned by looking your own doubts and failures right in the eye. And that brings us to this core idea of deliberate confidence. This is not about faking it till you make it. Not at all. It's about intentional, hardcore preparation. It's about training your mind and your body like a muscle, day in and day out, so that when you walk into that high-stakes meeting, you're not just acting confident, you are confident because you've put in the work.
So, how do you actually build this confidence muscle? Well, it all starts with action, especially when you feel uncomfortable. That's the signal that you're about to grow. It also demands real, honest self-awareness, knowing your weaknesses not as failures, but as fuel. And, this is crucial, it connects your outside world to your inside world. Your physical discipline, fitness, grooming, sleep, that stuff directly fuels your mental strength.
Okay, once you've got that foundation of confidence, we move to part 2, ambition. The book makes a bold claim here. If your goals are safe, if they're just about being comfortable, then your mindset is actually holding you back. This is about completely recalibrating what you think is possible and aiming for something massive. Now look, when you start to dream that big, fear's gonna show up. People are gonna call you crazy or unrealistic. But the Alpha Mindset totally flips the script on this. Failure isn't the end of the road. It's not even a setback. It is the very process that sharpens you. It's the fire that forges you into something stronger.
And let's be clear, this isn't just about daydreaming. Having big dreams is about creating a crystal clear vision for your life. Think of this vision as your internal GPS. When you know exactly where you're headed, you stop wasting gas on detours. All those little distractions, they just become irrelevant because every single thing you do has a purpose.
And here's a pretty harsh truth from the book. A staggering 90% of people kill their own dreams. It's not some competitor or bad luck that stops them. It's their own self-doubt, their own fear, their own procrastination. They basically defeat themselves before the game even starts.
Which leads us perfectly into our third pillar, fear. Everybody feels fear. The difference is what you do with it. Most people see fear and they hit the brakes. The Alpha Mindset teaches you to see it as a signal, a big flashing arrow pointing you in the exact direction you need to go to grow.
And this chart just highlights that difference perfectly. For most people, fear gets dangerous because they get stuck in their heads, overthinking it. All those what-ifs lead to paralysis. But the mindset we're talking about, it cuts right through that paralysis with one simple tool: action. Action is the ultimate antidote to fear.
So how do you actually do this? Well, the book lays out a 4-step process. First, you visualize success over and over. Second, you use micro-exposure. You do small, uncomfortable things every single day to build up your tolerance. Third, you prepare your body, because a strong body creates a strong mind. And finally, the most important step of all, you act before your brain has a chance to talk you out of it.
All right, section 4, relationships. The book makes a really powerful point here. The people in your life, your friends, your partner, your colleagues, they're like a mirror reflecting your own internal state. If your life is full of drama and toxic people, it's a huge sign of internal chaos. So, you want to improve your relationships? It doesn't start by trying to change other people. It starts with you. Self-awareness is the absolute foundation. You have to know what you stand for, what your non-negotiable boundaries are, and what triggers your own emotional reactions. Without that, you're just a pinball bouncing from one reaction to the next.
I mean, this contrast right here says it all. Take something like conflict. The average response is either to run away from it or to just explode with emotion. Both are positions of weakness. The alpha approach? You confront the issue head on, but you do it calmly and strategically. It's about control, not chaos. And the same thing goes for your energy. You cut off those energy vampires, the people who only take.
So these are the pillars of what the book calls alpha relationships. It's about deep listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. It's about trust that's built on what you do consistently. And that last point, man, that's everything. Emotional independence is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who have their own mission, their own purpose, and a solid sense of self-worth.
Okay, so we've covered confidence, ambition, fear, and relationships. But now we get to the final and, without a doubt, the most important section, action. Look, reading a book or watching this breakdown, that's the easy part. The real test, the only test that matters, is what you do when this is over. And this right here is the ultimate lesson of the alpha mindset. Your strength doesn't come from your job or your bank account or other people's approval. It is entirely internal. No person, no failure, no circumstance can make you feel weak unless you give it permission to. Your mindset is the only thing that truly determines whether you win or you lose.
And if you need proof of what really matters, here it is. Knowledge, everything we've talked about, that's just 10% of the game. The other 90%, the part that actually gets results, is split between daily discipline and relentless action. This mindset isn't about what you know, it's about what you do consistently.
And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? It all comes down to this one single powerful idea. The way you think, the stories you tell yourself, that will determine the life you live. Your mindset isn't just a part of the game, it is the entire game.
So now that choice is yours. It's right in front of you. You can click away from this and stay the person you've always been, held back by the same old fears and doubts. Or you can adopt this blueprint, take real action, and start forging a new identity, one that is deliberate, powerful, and absolutely unstoppable. So what's it going to be?